Hi, everybody. It's Rodney Rissanen for another episode of Rodney's Life Lessons. Today I'm going to be talking about holding space and what exactly does that mean when someone says they're holding space for you. So, holding space does not mean that you go to someone and they give you advice or guidance or, answer difficult life questions. That's a mentor. That's a spiritual guide or a teacher or something like that. What holding space is you are there for someone, but you do not get emotionally involved. Because the moment you get emotionally involved, you're going to have an opinion about the situation. And then you're going to offer guidance and you're going to potentially escalate the emotional state. So it's really important when you're holding space for somebody. So a friend's going through something, a colleague's going through something, and you go and sit with them. You let them talk. You let them vent. You let them, express, what they're feeling and how they're feeling and why they're feeling that way. But it's really important that you don't feed that, encourage that. You acknowledge everything they're saying. It's like, yeah, I understand how you're feeling. So it's you understand how they're feeling, but you don't. I understand how you're feeling in that situation. I would do this. You don't do that, right? So someone might come out and ask you that, well, what would you do in this situation? Why do you think that person is treating me this way? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? And this is where, holding space is not an easy thing to do. It's not. A lot of people say, I'll hold space for you. So you are there for them, but when you do not get emotionally involved, you don't literally have an opinion on what they're going through. You're there more for their emotional well-being. You're there more for a support structure. You're there more for them to know that they can get this off of their chest. Because so often, when people, they bottle things up, they'll either explode in some, fit of anger, or it can create health issues, dis-ease. You can literally get sick from bottling up too much stress. So when you have somebody in your life that you can go and talk to, and you know that they're going to be sort of a neutral ground, like think of your Switzerland, right? You don't take a stance. You don't say, yeah, that's horrible that they treated you that way. You don't do that. You say, I understand how you're feeling, and I'm here for you. Is there anything that I can do? Do you want a coffee? Do you want to go for a walk in the forest? But you don't offer a solution to the situation they're going through. Again, that is not holding space. That person will take great respect and honor if you're just there for them. And they're like, oh, I feel so much better. I just had to get that off my chest. I just, I'm sorry for verbally vomiting all over you, but, thank you for being there, right? And that's the key, is we want to make sure that they feel safe enough to open up and to get all that stuff out that's making them feel troubled and anxious and angry even. But you don't offer the solution. You don't say, well, in this situation I would do this, in this situation I would do that. You just be there for them. You be a friend. And it may sound simple, but it's really not. It's, our tendency is to offer an opinion, especially men. Our tendency is to, offer a solution. Well, maybe if you did this and did this and did this. That's not holding space. The idea, it's like the teacher shows you the path, but it's up to you to walk it. And when you hold space, you walk with somebody. You don't say, well, you got to turn here, you got to turn there, do this, do that. You don't do that. Now, if somebody is threatening self-harm or something like that, there will come a point that you could potentially need to get mental health people involved. Because, again, you really don't want to be that person that say, well, I'm really concerned about the way that you're talking right now. You can go there, but again, you don't want to offer guidance. You don't want to offer advice. You are just there for them. You are just holding space. Think of it as a safe space where that person's not going to be judged, they're not going to be ridiculed, they're not going to be condemned for what happened or what they're thinking, and they can vent to you. They can talk openly to you. So there are many opinions on these subjects that I talk about, but what I have been taught by the Indigenous and the books that I've read, many of them, this is what is described and explained to me about holding space. Now, again, being mentored and mentoring somebody, that is different. If you mentor somebody and they come to you, then it is, yes, you want to, offer guidance and advice. But again, there's the path, and you help them, clear the way. See, there's the path, there's me, but then they must walk it. We got to make sure that, when we're holding space or mentoring somebody, that we don't do too much for them. It's about their soul evolving. We can't do that for anybody, but we can hold space for somebody, let them get through the situation that they are, struggling with, and this will allow them to hopefully, overcome the difficulty and evolve slightly and be grateful and appreciative for your time. I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, just shoot them in the comments or shoot me a DM. And please subscribe, like, and share. Take care, everyone. Love you. Bye.